Hey guys, welcome back into another Reviews at Random. If this is your first time here, we appreciate you stopping by. For those of you that have seen several of my videos, you know that I do enjoy reviewing products that work with your smart home or with your smart home devices. Today is no exception. Today we'll be unboxing and reviewing rather, a smart dimmer switch made by Milfra. This is one that is available on Amazon directly as well as many other outlets, but it's one that I found. The reason that I've decided to do this, if you've seen my other videos, you know that we've done the Sang LED light bulbs before that Amazon was giving with some of their smart home devices, the Alexa, Echo Dots, and some of their other devices. And I know a lot of you have had problems with it, and I too have had some struggles with it. Became a little frustrating at times. I mean, as of now, it seems that it is working better. But today I thought I'd try something different just to mix it up, see maybe if this wouldn't be any different. So today we're going to be reviewing the Smart Dimmer Switch, once again by Milfra, available on Amazon specifically. I will leave that in the link down below, so take the time to look at that if it's something that you're interested in. I'll be going through the unboxing, and I'll also show you how to install it, and then we'll even give it a test and see how well it works. So with that, let's get right into it. All right, so first we're going to start with opening it up. So on the outside, you can see pretty plain. It does say that it works with either your Google Assistant or with Amazon Alexa. On the side here, you'll see the model that I got is the MFA07, compatible with Wi-Fi. I did not get the three-way. They do have that option, but I only needed the single switch, so that's going to work out perfectly. On the back, it does have some information. You can download the Smart Life app and get that going that way. It tells you more information about all of that. So without further ado, we're going to open this thing up. Protective sleeve on the outside. Then we got the actual box itself. Okay, so we'll get the box opened up, and then sitting right on top is the switch. Is it right there? Made in China. Dimmer switch tells you which way is up and down when you're installing it. Looks pretty good there. I have to see how this works. It does have an LCD display on it, so you can control the dimming capabilities as well as on or off. On the back, it does have all of the wires and obviously the warning about electric shock. Coming inside the box, casing underneath, has wire nuts for you, the screws for the faceplate, and then finally the faceplate. Does do a little bit of advertising for them on there. See how well that looks. I'm gonna guess it just clicks into place on the outlet. Once you get it on there, it looks like it just snaps in place, and then you'll be good to go. So you do need to use their faceplate. It doesn't look like you'll be able to use, well, looks like maybe potentially you could use a different faceplate. There are screw holes for that, so potentially it looks like that is an option. So as of right now, we're just going to end up using this one just to see how it looks, and we'll get that installed where we're going to put it. And then lastly here, they've got the user's guide, which take the time to read that. It goes through how to sync it with your app, it looks like, shows you how to actually install it and all of that type of stuff. One thing I did see on a card that was on top of this that I took out already was that there is a video that you can watch. I may end up linking that video once again down in the description as well if you wanted to take the time to see that. But for now, let's go upstairs, get this installed where we're going to put it, which is in the master bedroom, and we'll get that going now. Next, we're on to the installation process. First things first, safety. Go out to your circuit breaker, open it up, locate the one that is going to be for your master bedroom, number 27 for me, down here, and switch it off. From there, we head back inside. Now that the power has been switched off, it's time to test the light switch that's currently there. No power. Next step in the process is to remove the existing light switch. Make sure you're using the proper tools. Mine uses a flathead screwdriver. The screw is removed. We can now pull off the faceplate and expose the light switch, to which I had to get a Phillips head screwdriver. Go ahead and remove those screws. With those screws removed, we can now remove the actual box itself, or the outlet, to expose the wires. Green being your ground wire, not attached to anything in this case. This is an older house. We've removed the black wires. Red wire, and finally the last wire. Now it's time to install the new outlet. First, we'll begin by peeling this off. Each of the wires has already been pre-cut, so we don't have to do that. Makes it a lot easier. Next, we'll install the switch. So on mine, white to white is going to be my neutral. I'm going to use the original wire nuts that were in there. They're a little bit more heavy duty, but I'm going to go white to white in this case. Screw it on there tight. Give it a little tug just to make sure none of them are going to slip out. And they're tight. My ground in this case is a copper on the outlet itself. Alright guys, so I'll tell you, the wiring on mine was a little bit different than what most people's would be. Looks like they ended up doing things just a little bit different. But double check yours, make sure you know exactly what you're doing. They do have instructions online. I actually had to consult my electrician buddy who could help walk me through it. He said some of the older houses may not have the neutral wires, which luckily enough for me, mine did. And so I did have the neutral wires, but he said some of them may not. And if that's the case, unfortunately, it will not work for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get this put back in the wall. We'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all the way back in the wall. All right, so real quick, I wanted to point one thing out. If you'll notice right here where it has the 2 and the 1, those are the different brightness settings. So if you want it to be able to go up to the highest possible brightness, you want to put it on level 2. But if you think that that brightness is too high, you can adjust it down to level 1, which then makes it so the brightest bright is not quite as bright as what it would be on the level 2. Down here on the bottom, if your light switch is not capable of doing, or excuse me, not your light switch, your light bulbs are not capable of being dimmed or brightened, you can switch that from the Y, which means it is able to be dimmed, to the no, which means then those bulbs are not capable and it will just operate like a regular light switch. So I wanted to show you that before we got into putting everything back on. Now we're just going to pop this faceplate on, which looks like it just is going to slide right on here, and then click into place. And just like that, that light switch is now installed. Let's get power to it. All right, so once you have the light switch installed, then you'll need to pair it with the app in order to make it work correctly. So in order to get it in pairing mode, you're going to press and hold this for 8 seconds. At least that's what it says, 8 seconds. Okay, then it should start blinking like that. From there, then you'll switch over to the app and put it into pairing mode. So first you'll then open your Play Store or your App Store if you're using an iPhone. Search for Smart Life. Click on it. Install it. Mine just needs to update, so I'll complete the update. Make sure you are completely up to date. Open it up. You'll have to sign in or create an account first. Once that's done, add a device. Scroll down to dimmer switch. Make sure you are on the 2.4 Hertz. Put in your Wi-Fi and password. Once again, you're making sure that the 8 is still blinking on your light switch. Check the box. Next. It's then going to search for the device. Once it's found it, your light switch will then show the letter L, showing that it's connected, and then the light will be on at that point. Then it's going to initialize. Change the name if you want to, and hit done. And from there you can control it from the app, either clicking the button here. That's going to turn your lamp off. Turn it back on, and if you want to control the light or the brightness, you open that and you can slide it up and down. Then to pair it with your Alexa or your Amazon app, you'll come in to your Amazon app, click on devices, add devices, add the smart home device, choose on switch, and in this case you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom where it's in other, discover devices, and then it will go through and link the devices. Once you have it set up with either Google or with Amazon Alexa, then you would be able to control it using your voice only. Hey Google, turn off the bedroom lights.
Okay, turning off the bedroom.
Alexa, turn on the bedroom lights.
Okay.
And there you have it. I hope this video has helped. I hope you liked it. Go ahead and give a thumbs up and like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And stay tuned for future smart home and review videos.